Hey everybody, I've got a fun lock one today. A lock one. So I just did the hinges on this beautiful case and added a sort of temporary handle. Neither here nor there. I've been thinking about this case, and I've been thinking about wanting to give it a... Well, number one, I think I finished the hinge build by saying I wanted to line it in copper. And hence, I got some beautiful copper cut nails and some thin copper sheet, and I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna line this in copper. But before I lock it in copper, line it in copper. And again, I'm doing this because they would like protect parts of tall ships this way to keep vermin out and to keep sparking, etc. Excuse me. I want to put a lock on here that's a really substantial lock. And I'm looking for locks, and I went down this whole rabbit hole. I've got these old locks. I think these are made in India. They're modern, but they're made, they're contemporarily made, but they look real old, and I don't have the key for this anymore. Doesn't matter. This is actually quite a pickable lock, but I wanted to put something more substantial in here. And then I went and was looking at, I was trying to find old warded locks and big keys, like, the key to the Bastille. And then I found this beautiful key. I found this beautiful key on eBay, and I bought it. I think it was like 30 bucks. And this is a key for an ancient warded lock. That means that when this key goes into a keyhole shaped like this, it then can only turn if it meets a profile of this T, which is a sort of a cylinder with a flat on top, right? So what I want to do, this is the anti-lock picking lawyer, because I'm going to reverse engineer a lock from this key. I mean, maybe he's done that before. It's very plausible. He's done, I don't know, something shy of 1 million videos or something. Anyway, I'm going to reverse engineer a warded lock from this key. That's what we're going to do. And then I'm going to install it into this, and I'm going to make it look like it's been there forever. That's all of that is the goal. I've got some nice chunks of cast iron here. I've got, I think, actually the correct cylinder size for part of my thing. I've got some old saw blades to manipulate and some pieces of steel. Saw blades, fantastic sources of steel plate. So there's some dimensional thickness here. So there'll be an interface. There'll be an actual like cast iron keyhole, but that's not going to be the mechanical part of the lock. So I think I'm going to do that a little later. First and foremost is I've got to build the warding. I've got to build the, so I've got to figure out, I pulled out my gauge pins, and I figured out this is, a great size of pin in this warded lock is 430 thousandths or 11 millimeters, it turns out. That is 11, right? Yeah, 11 millimeters. And then, so what I need to do is I am going to, what am I going to do? Right, it's that. Okay. So let's just see here. The sound you hear, that's my 3D printer going. It's going to go through this whole build. See, I feel like that is almost dead on the money. Almost. Actually, see, that's the thing is. All right. First and foremost, I need to figure out, in reverse engineering this key, this key goes into a keyhole, and that means it's going to meet a cylinder that is, give or take, about 650 thousandths high, and on a radius, and this is the hard part, it's actually almost just about a 650,000 0.65 inches radius, 1.3 inches diameter. This is 1.5 1.48, 1.38. All right, I want to make this, I think, can work for me. However, I need a precise radius for this. So I'm going to chuck a little piece of metal into the lathe and kind of use it as a marking gauge. All right, so I've drilled the hole out of here, and I'm going to that there, and this here, right? And that'll tell me my radius here. So let's see. That's pretty good. So it feels like, yeah, it feels like I could make that work. Chuk, chuk, right? Chuk, chuk. Okay, so what I then need to do is, it's almost exact. Okay, this is fun. So here I was, here's how I was planning to do this. I was planning to take the bottom plate, which would be this type of steel. I was going to drill an 11 millimeter hole, and that would be the point for the post that met the key, right? So the key comes in and meets the post. Then I wanted to secure this warding, which this cylinder will represent, onto the back plate with total concentricity, i.e. I want the hole, here we go. I want this to go where that is, concentric to the hole. So what I wanted to do was machine a slot that received the warding and registered it. And I could do that same on the top part too. And by the top part, I mean the capper of the T here. I know this is a lot of, I get that this is a lot of abstraction. I'm sorry, I'm very excited because what I just was thinking about was how do I machine a little slot in two places in this metal? And the answer is, I don't have to secure this down and do this on the mill with a boring bar. I can do this, I believe, on my lathe using my mag chuck. It's the first time I get to use the mag chuck. So here we go. I have taken this plate and I have made two plates that are square and identical to each other. And these should accommodate for the whole lock mechanism. We shall see. Right now, what I want to do is I want to draw a line across the center, and we have a Mailbag special to draw that line across the center, because I just got this beautiful in the mail from tested watcher Dale Austin. Greetings from outside Detroit. Here's a token of appreciation for all that you have done for the maker world. I retired not long ago after 38 years as an illustrator and designer with U Michigan. I've been a woodworker since my teens, furniture and architectural, blah, 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 blah. This item was inspired by Quindungy and the mighty Clickspring. I hope you can make some use of it as part of a run of 6 with 3 different gripping surfaces. Knurling, it seems, is somewhat more complex than just pushing the gear thingy into the spinning metal thingy. Who knew? Yeah, see my videos on knurling. And he says some other nice things about visiting San Francisco. Dale sent me this magnificent box, inside of which is a treasure. However, before we even get to the treasure, the box says, the walnut used to make this box was salvaged during the renovation of a historic home that once belonged to Custer's mother-in-law. It was part of a knot-free 2.5 inch by 7 inch floor joist that was 15 inch long. 2.5 by 7 inch by 15 feet long. That is a sweet piece of wood. And in this beautiful box is a scribe. a really, really, really gorgeous scribe with some fat diamond knurls. Thank you. Thank you, Dale. I'm going to use this right now. I'm going to use this scribe right now. So here's what we're going to do is I'm going to take my my new favorite thing, which is Dieckman in a deodorant thing. And I'm just going to paint some blue there. And then, oh, right. And there we go. So we're just going to, we're going to mark the center here. Oh my God, what a beautiful, fine, fine, fine line. Did that just move while I did that? It did. Okay. So now I have that. And what I want to, yeah, you know what I want to do? I want to give that a punch. All right, we're back here, and we're going to chuck in my gauge pin, my pin gauge here. And I'm going to bring this over. And we're going to hold this here like this. We're going to bring it all the way in until it's touching. There we go. And we're going to put that like that, and then we're going to turn this on. Got to move this out of the way. There we go. Great. Oh, that should be nice and solid. Yeah, it's not perfectly flat, but that should give me the alignment tool that I want. So we're going to put this into gear. We're going to spin it. All right, barely made a dent, but it's promising. Oh! I'm still just getting to know how to use these things. That might have still been okay. Let's try and open it up. Got a little bit of buzz there, but let's hang on. Here you are. Well, you fit almost precisely, don't you? Well, don't you? Yeah, I think that's a great registration, and I can wow, that's like freaking ideal. That is. What I can do is I can grind down this top and then braze that on or solder that, silver solder. So now the question is, will it meet that? Oh, right, I need to do one more. Yeah. Okay, so I made the backing plate, the base, the backside of the key mechanism. Then this sticks out through that and registers the key. And then the key turns, shook, shook, shook. And so the upright part of the key turning is this ward here, and that's what this will be. And then there needs to be a T on top out of the same metal here. Yes. And so now I'm going to turn a little disc that will describe that void. So I want to, oops. Great. Okay. Okay, so that sticks out of there, and that sticks out of there. And so without moving that thing, that's my centerpiece. And then this thing goes that's about 0.175. Yeah, 0.175 in each direction. All right, so I think that this just isn't thick enough for me to get the right saturation, and it's not flat enough, and it keeps on mucking on me. However, I think I can still bring it home and finish it just by clamping it to a piece of wood here and using annular cutters. So I'm just going to drill a couple of holes, screw this down with some wood screws, and go that way out. I think that did it. I'm just going to clean this up on the sander, and then I think I can actually even start to think about silver soldering these things together. Okay, I've got the pieces and they seem to be fitting somewhat reasonably. So there's some things to do now. Yeah. I've got to do some cleaning of all these parts before soldering them together. That's the next part. Marvelous. Okay. That should be roughly the structure of my keyhole here. That's the internal structure. So I'm going to get some flux on there and do some brazing in there. Come on, wet it out. All right, I think I can file out the rest. All right, let's let that. Is this a moment of truth? This is kind of a moment of truth. Ooh. Oh yeah. All right. I see. I see what I need to do in there. Great. All right, now I need to turn the post because I can't do any more of the final fitment until I have a post. And the post is the, there it is. What's that? I'm going to turn this down to that. All right. I've turned my center post. It's going to go in the back here and then solder in. And then it looks like we built R2-D2's restraining bolt here. I'm just going to get a little bit of flux on here. Not a lot. And then I want to, yep, I made it a press fit. This is the wrong tool to use to heat this up, but I'm impatient and I'm just going to do it. It's going to take a little longer than it should. I don't know if that took, it's not going after a while, but we'll see. Okay. Oh, it's been a bit of a journey here. It's been a bit of a journey. It hasn't been easy, but I finally do have the registerable warded lock that actively allows me to get in there, and it's a nice turn, and it comes out. This is great. Very, very happy. So now I want to put this back here and I want to mount it. 4:30? Yeah, I've got time. So we're going to pull this guy out of here. Actually. Oh my gosh. Oh, I see what's going on. Okay. All right. Right. So, I guess the thing is it's, nice. Right, rasps. Great. Oh my gosh, this is kind of the moment of truth. We're going to put in these, we're going to loosely fit them, and then we're going to, oh, well, okay, so these are, dude. I don't mean to curse, but holy hell. Deuteronomy. Let's tighten all these down. Put this back in. And once again, we're good. What? Oh my God. Now all I have to work out is how this activates the other stuff, which actually is not the hardest part of this game. All right, there is the internal warded section of the lock here. There it is. And that comes out. Only this key will fit it. And what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to end up having the activation be kind of right here, right? And if I have it here, close to this back plate, then whatever you stick through here as a lock peg, let's say you try and take a lock pick here, and you've got to get there to activate. No, I'm going to make it very hard to get in there. Don't get me wrong, these are pickable locks, but you see why the warding exists and how it's supposed to inhibit your ability to get into the lock. Okay, I'm going to put some stuff away. I think I can still coat this in copper. Well, you caught me. I came back to the cave after hours. I brought Maggie out for a walk, and I thought I'd stop by. I looked up how to tarnish copper, and it's lemon juice and salt. So I'm gonna toss a little bit of both. Oh, geez, that's not really what I've got here. That's all I've got. Oh, wait. Make kind of a thick paste here, and we're gonna paint it. So that's about 1-to-1 salt to lemon juice. I'm going to paint this on and let it tarnish its reputation. I think I want to bring this in here. Okay. I'm not going to leave the camera running this time. See you tomorrow morning. Well, it's not quite as much tarnish as I was hoping, but it'll do. Let me turn on the compressor. That's actually pretty good. Okay, so yeah, I'm happy with that. You know, it's the first pass. I'll do another tarnish pass tonight. I'll get this, worn in even more. It's very much just about kind of making sure it feels like it's showing you the marks of decades or even more of abuse and yeah. Okay, so now I want to let's double check this guy. Great. Okay, so now the question is, Realign all the stars above my head. Warning signs travel bar. Drink and stay. Alexa, stop. All right. I have replicated the piece of wood as a piece of sliding here that goes like this. It's got 2 slots here that will catch some catches. So now the question is, oh, right, I want to hold this down. So I'm going to do that with this piece here. And this will sit here and guide that. It'll be a little bit, yeah, I like that. I'm also going to soften this. I'm going to come down like that and like that. Let's do this. It's more like this. There we go. So we'll take that off. I know it's not a perfect lock, but it doesn't need to be for my purposes, for my experience. Just saying. All right, so I want to. Wow. All right, this is our first test. Haha. There we go. It moves a lot. That's fine. I don't mind that. Okay, everybody. We are, the box proceeds. I have installed a pair of catches. See them? They catch. Sorry about all the squawking. Here's how this works. You put this in there, you turn the key, and you can't open the box. You turn the key back, and now you can. It's not the most beautiful lock. It's not. No, it's not at all. I may put a piece of wood here, but for right now, I think this box is ready for prime time. I found myself thinking a lot about. I found myself thinking a lot about like the kind of person that would be traipsing around with this. I ended up buying a personal toiletries kit by G. Mills Tunbridge, 1780. Look at this beautiful thing. This is a gorgeous. It actually has a, wait, what does it say? Oh, I can't quite read the name. Anyway, this is part of the artifacts for this box. Hold on, let me get the other stuff. I don't know about this thing. I just don't know. Oh, right. And I want to store the lock in there and some of the other parts and bits. Don't need that. Don't need that. Let's lock it. Oh! Oh! That's one sexy key right there. Beauty. Thanks for your patience with me on this one-day build. There will be more to this box, but I don't know what the next step is, and I have to conclude that before I move on. But when I do, you'll be the first to know. See you guys next time. Thanks. Thank you so much for watching that video. Your support allows us to make more of this great content. If you'd like to help us on a deeper level even, head over to tested-store.com because we've got stickers. Who doesn't love stickers? Our anime-inspired Tested logo in Japanese. Follow the process, not the plan. It's not a process. It's not a problem to solve. It's a process to manage. Other aphorisms that have come from my mouth. And we have just made a full set of our demerit badges in sticker form. So you can cover your toolbox with all of your screw-ups and celebrate it with other makers. Thank you guys so much. See you next time.